Some heroes walk on 4 legs. I'm Jason Johnson, founder of Project Canine Hero. Not every retired police canine or military working dog has a home to go to in retirement. We strive to ensure no hero is left behind. We cover the medical needs of our program members after their faithful service. Our organization also provides a lifetime sanctuary for many of these heroes who may suffer from PTSD. And whenever possible, we find them a forever home. Visit ProjectCanineHero.org to learn how you can help protect those who protected us.
Welcome to the NOMA Truck Series here today. It is a We Remember 210 drivers are currently in their qualifying right now, so we will let them get through all of that stuff, and then we will go on the track with them. Currently sitting on top of the board right now, and actually looks like it is Ray Zercut. Looks like there's only about, count this, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 drivers. I probably counted that wrong knowing how I am, and we'll roll the dice on that. Hopefully it will be a good race here for you all. I'm standing in for Austin. He's actually out of state right now, so Lord knows where that kid is. He's probably just doing whatever he wants to, but hopefully he's having a good time doing that. So it's normally him that you all would hear, but y'all get me this time. So I don't know if that's good or bad for any of y'all. Hopefully we'll find that out here a little bit later. Having to get SDK to connect here to it because I had reset it, but they're still doing that at Las Vegas. However, it's a track that's kind of a big draft track. It's not a super, how do I put this? It's weird because it's not a track that you would think that tire wear comes into play, but here it does. But it's really draft heavy too. I've definitely noticed that running here all the time, and I mean all the time, as evidently I had the link working. I just didn't think to look, I guess. But see, 140 laps in total, 2 stage breaks, lap 30 and 70% fuel, and 1 fast repair for these guys, and then they will go out on the track, hopefully not wreck each other. We do not want to see that happen, that's for sure. I know they do not want to see that happen either, but they're about done with their qualifying. Actually, they just got done with it right now, so I will pull up the starting grid here for you all. Do have it going up here. So Ray Zercut, he comes first. Joey Hitchcock second. Third is Sam Boutwell. Fourth, Paul Witt. Fifth, Tristan Fortson. Sixth, Jay Stinson. Seventh, Kenneth Riedinger. Eighth, Matthew Dyer. Ninth, Justin Parham. 10th, Xander Shore. 11th, Vincent Guerrero. 12th, John Bell. 13th, Matthew Fritz. 14th, Robert Jordan. 15th, Richard Hurst. 16th, Albert Hewins. 17th, Rodney Roberts. And 18th, Robert Ray. We have one more driver. I was one off. And 19th is Guy Bracco. I believe that he might be race control. He may be race control. Have to see. I think he is, however. But we out here on the track for y'all. Look at some of these paint schemes that these guys have. We're going to wait for a little bit more of them to grid. I think we're missing like 4 people on track. Yeah, 4 people on track. Looks like everybody is racing. Nobody is. Guy's name is Johnny. I don't know what you mean by the guy's name is Razor Cut. Oh, yeah, Razor Cut. Yeah. I'm gonna say I didn't realize that. I'm not used to seeing the drivers over here. I really wish I could crop that background out there, but I decided to go with that. So you're gonna see some backgrounds that do have the white behind them. That does drive me insane, but I need to send them the transparent version of it. But I just reload their paint schemes right now. Looks like we have 2 people that haven't gridded. Everybody grids now, actually. They were just not loading on the track. They were not moving, actually. It had me confused there. I was wondering why we didn't have some people on the track. They just weren't moving. Yeah, but 140 laps. Draft heavy. It's the low horsepower, high downforce package for these guys. And if you mess up, oh yeah, it's not going to be fun. You are going to figure out the hard way that you lose a lot of momentum. This is a momentum heavy track. That is for sure. No doubt about that at all. The Razor Cut and Joey Hitchcock's leading them to the green here. Pace truck will pull off. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. crazy things happen there. People don't talk about them because they are really, really weird. Um, Las Vegas was maybe one of my better tracks, and really not struggling at Darlington. I'm not Darlington, Charlotte this week. I'm just in a really high split that the people that I run against are hard to beat. But Pace Truck pulls off here. Ray Zercut will lead them to green. Starter has the flag in his hand. As green flag is in the air, we are underway here for the We Remember 210 from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Guys make it off of turns 3 and 4 here, but it will be Ray who will lead this very first lap. And we remember 210. He has the 47 of Sam Boutwell right behind him, trying to give him kind of a little bit of an arrow shove to get him up there just a tad, but not really do too much to him, however. See kind of just ducking down with him a little bit. He's not really going super far with him. Really do expect guys to really stay tucked in behind each other, because you'll be surprised how much of a run they can get just around this whole entire track. Just staying behind somebody, it's massive. I mean, it is absolutely massive. As that is Jay Stinson running Blue Ridge Paint Scheme. I actually met Jay in person about, I'd say, 2 months ago, possibly. Where he actually works at. Lives only... It's only 30 minutes from me. Probably not what I probably wasn't what he thought I was. It was very short, 5'7", so. But it was good to meet Jay. We talked for probably about an hour. See, the 31 of Hitchcock's is trying to look to the outside. He's going to get to the quarter panel of Ray, so Ray can't fully come up off the corner like he needs to. It's going to pinch him down and exit a little bit. Going to burn up the tires. Here you don't really want to burn up tires at all. You will find out the hard way that once your tires fall off, you were pretty much in no man's land. But I think everybody else is pretty close to each other. But he actually has his name spelled out on iRacing. It's Al B. Hewins. Did not know you could do that, but this looks like almost Daytona up here with how these guys are running this track right now at the moment. I mean, these guys are just on each other's bumper literally the whole entire time. I don't know how they're doing it, but they are. The whole tie. I'm surprised they're doing this too. Again, these trucks are pretty much, they're flat out almost all the time. It's just so much downforce. You maybe lift for half a second and you're back in the throttle. I think that name does sound familiar to me now that I've said it. Just reading some comments there. The biggest mover is actually Richard Hurst, who runs Southern Broadcast Racing, or Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. I almost said Racing Network. He does some of the races for NOMA Truck Series and stuff like that. Razor Cut's going to be undercut here by Witt. Witt's going to try to take the lead, but if Witt doesn't have help behind him shoving him, he's not really going to be able to get far, and I don't really think he has the help that he needs either. So once he does that, we have to get up there with him. little bit of on board there for y'all to kind of see what these guys are seeing. But Zerka does hold that challenge off. Hitchcock is right behind him. Times right now are very close. I mean, they are running 30.8, 30.7, actually 30.6 on Richard Hurst. If I had to choose to be a guy, I'd probably want to be a guy that's kind of just riding around. You don't really have to be pushing so hard, but you see what the being out of the draft does to you. Alba Hewins is out of the draft. He's 6 seconds behind. If that doesn't show you how much of a factor the draft is, I don't know what else will, but that is a huge gap, an absolutely massive gap that he has. He's got a lot to make up, that's for sure. It's not going to be a fun time for him either. You have to hope for a caution or something happen. Those guys get stacked up and come right back to him, because if not, he's going to have a really difficult time catching them. About lap 25, though, I do expect tires to start falling off, and who's burned them off and who's kept them. You see the guys with the yellow on their trucks, on the banners, and on the spoiler of their trucks. They are in the playoffs. Will be cut down to 4 after this race, so some guys will go home angry, sad, maybe tired, probably, possibly one or two. I'm surprised Zerkut's holding this. Hitchcock has been all over him. I mean, he has been just right on his bumper almost the whole entire time. I don't think he's been too straddled by him yet. I say yet. Oh, he has. Oh, you cut that close, my man. Xander almost got himself turned off of Treston's bumper. I mean, that was close. I don't know if his bumper plate is supposed to be a joke or not. I'm guessing it is somehow. That's a good way to get yourself turned there, my man. Very lucky he did not, because he was heading for it. '74 won't be able to close the door on Robert Gray. Try to get that high alignment going on him. As 17 just shot wide. I think he got a little bit too high on that corner up. I think he might not be too happy with the 12 in front of him. And I would not blame him either for being kind of not angry, but a little bit displeasured. I guess that'd be the word, because he definitely cut that close. Really close to him. I don't think I would have appreciated that too much either if I were him. Oh, you're going to get plowing, bud. Don't do that. Paul Witt, he's probably just riding right here. I'm surprised nobody's gone to the bottom lane. These guys are running that first seam. The right side's on. I thought everybody would be kind of just hooking the bottom, but they're surprisingly not doing that. A very nice paint scheme that he has. Thin line racing. It says something on the side, but I can't tell. And that 17's going to start plowing off the... he's plowing off exit. See how Treston exited really high? He just couldn't get any turn in that car anymore. That is not what you want to have to deal with, too. A tight car, whew, it ain't fun. It is not fun. I think you can really do to even it out. It's kind of just go and burn off the right rear, get in the corner really, really slow, smash it so it wants to step out on you. Can't be running the high line, though, because it will get tight, 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 and tighter every single time you try to go up there. Lap time wise, though, Xander actually ran the fastest lap by almost 2/10 that lap. Actually, yes, that was the fastest lap. So he might be picking up. I saw Richard Hurst going to start dropping. He also ran. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. That was the best time. Hurst ran. Yeah. So up here, they're still running the fastest laps, but up in this group, it was was still Xander, so I was still correct on the driver. He was more than a tenth faster, close to the next time to him. A little bit shorter than a tenth. Robert Gray was 0.9. We have, looks like the 17 is under fire here from Matthew Dyer. Matthew can try to get that spot. The 17, I think, he needs to get out of that top line. It's just not working for him at all at this moment. He needs to find a way to get down. But if he can't, he's going to really start struggling here in a couple of laps. Actually want to go on board with him and see if his tires are probably screaming, please stop it. Go on a different driver's view to compare what their tires sound like to his. I can barely hear it. This is Jay Stinson view. Yeah, I think he's burning those tires up. I can hear it a little bit more on his end as I'm talking about the 17 Trestons than I can on Jay's. I have the volume adjusted because people asked for more engine volume, so I turned the tires down a lot and the engine up more because people were asking for it, so I gave them what they wanted. Excuse me. Sure, if I mean, these guys are running isn't they're not bad lines by any means. It's just I'm so used to seeing cup cars like we can't do that because we will cook them off. With these cars, or with these trucks, it's completely different lines you can run. I'm just not used to seeing that. Joey is on the bumper of this dude. I mean, he has not moved from him at all. The whole entire time he's been there, he's just been glued to him. This is what happens at tracks like this. And you get behind somebody and you just stay. You just stay right there. Don't move and just ride. I mean, that's literally what these tracks come down to. It's, I want this dude off my bumper, but he won't leave me alone at the same time. And you're kind of like, well, I don't know what to do at this point. And it kind of sucks because you're like, I hate this. But you can't do them. Kind of like an ex that won't leave you alone. As Nancy hits caught. I just saw your comment. Thank you. We actually, we'll go kind of talk about the channel a little bit. We reached 700 subscribers, I think, last night, which was absolutely amazing. We're at 702 at the moment, I believe. I never would have thought we'd get this big. I would love to hit 1,000 before this channel officially gets a year old, which is in 2 months, but I don't know if that's possible. I would really, really love to do that. I would have never thought that a channel like this would get as many subscribers as I can, or as it does right now. But it has, and it's amazing. We've definitely gone through some growing pains, and we've stalled out every now and then I have to pick up, new leagues because we kind of run that well dry. But y'all keep coming back and watching us, even if it's not your league. Some of y'all tune in and watch still. As Jade's gonna go to the bottom of Xander. Xander saved his tires. I mean, he just saved them a lot better than everybody else. Just looking at his line, he is so much smoother than everybody else at the moment. He's going to go down chase. He's going to go chase down Ray, or try to. Joey's got the lead, but he has Paul Witt behind him. Paul's probably not going to move off of his bumper either. He's going to be poking his head with like, hey, I exist, bud. Do you want me to go away? Well, I'm not going to go away, so. Some of these guys are, and you're just like, please, leave me alone. We have a caution out here. That is the... Oh, wait, no, that's actually not the stage. Justin Parham spins it on the front stretch here. I'm going to say, I think that was actually Dude, actually 12 laps before the stage. What happened here? Had to guess he 17 just tried to side draft him, and ooh, side draft gone wrong. It's, yeah, I know he's gonna be mad, but that was not intentional. It looks bad, but he's just chasing that quarter panel. He's trying to get as close as he can to it. He did not mean to wreck him. Yeah, you actually see him lift. He didn't think he was that close. So that's going to be the 19's fast repair. Pretty much down the drain, he's going to be forced to use it. I think we'll see everybody pit. Nobody should stay out. If you do that, you are going to figure out the hard way that you have made a grave mistake. I mean, a grave mistake of doing that. So let's see who comes down pit road, who stays out. Again, I think it should be everybody that comes down pit road at this point in the race. You'd be asking, why do I come down pit road? Well, tires. They're big at this track, and especially on these trucks. Oh my gosh. It is a big, big difference. All coming down here, though. Going to be 4 tires and fuel for every single truck. It's going to enter pit road. 29 laps in, so if they get the green, it'll probably be 6 laps till the stage break, unless they move it back. I don't know if they move it back. Some leagues do, some leagues don't. It really just depends on what league and how it's ran. I would assume it's not going to be moved back, even though it's going to be really short stage. I think they'll keep it the same. I want to see who wins the race off pit road, though, because if you have a bad pit, that's not going to end up too well, as Vincent misses his pit stall. Paul will come out first here, so he actually hops Hitchcock's and gets the lead. I think Vincent missed it because he did not stop at all. Yeah, he missed his pit box. He's definitely coming down this time. He's not staying out. You are not staying out. If he does, he's a madman. A literal madman at this point. Let's see him come down. He'll probably come down this time. I would not be surprised. And yeah, there he goes. He's coming down pit road. That's a good call. Don't stay out for everything that you all do. If you think about staying out here, don't do it. If you're playing a tire game, I get it then, but it's just not worth it. You're gonna get eaten up. I mean, you are literally going to get eaten up really fast. Really, really fast. I don't think I made that mistake yet here. Probably did, just don't realize it. I don't think I have. Lights do go off, so they'll get it with, actually, that's a short caution here. So they will get the green this time by. Lights do go off on the pace truck, so it will be a 8-lap sprint to the stage break. And then this could be the choice of staying out. I think you could kind of roll the dice here and decide, you know, what do we want to do? Do we want to get fuel? We want to get tires? I think there's multiple options you have at the stage break here now, because they just pitted right before it. If they didn't pit right before it, I would not be staying out. I would be coming down pit road. Pace truck pulls off. However, Paul Witt will lead them to the green flag. Starter has a flag in his hand as a green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. take it off of turn 3 and 4 here. Paul Witt, he will maintain the lead. Hitchcock's right behind him. See, Nancy says 14 is a good driver and even good drivers make mistakes. The 12 is going to try to get the lead here and go under Joey, but see, the Paul can kind of mess with these two. He can draft one of them to drag the other one up there, keep them side by side. That's one of the most annoying things that can ever happen. You're like, please, why are you doing this? And it gets really annoying that Hitchcock gets in there deep. And, oh, Paul Witt, he might have gotten some help there. I was looking to change the cameras. That's going to put Sam Boutwell to the lead. Where is he came from? I think he just had it step out on him. I don't know if he was touched. It's really close if he was or not. As Jay comes right up in front of Hitchcock's there. I'll have to go back and look. I think there may have been slight contact. I'm not sure. I'm not going to say anything quite just yet. Stage racing made it more interesting for people to watch. That is for dang sure. People want to see somebody get turned. Now, if you're one of these guys back here, you know, like Treston, go slow. Super slow. Do not cook those tires. You have 5 laps. I mean, you could be 4 seconds off the pace, and you're going to be completely fine. You're not going to be caught for the end of it. But I think Boutwell might be caught here. Jay's going to get an arrow shove from Hitchcock, so he won't be able to take it. Gonna look inside, let him know that he's there. He can't really do too much once he looks inside because of that, because of horsepower on these trucks. It's already in their power band almost the whole entire time. As, oh, who is Matthew just shot up the track here. I think he might have just missed the entry to the corner. I don't know what happened, but I just seemed to just go really, really wide. Oh, no, somebody just got loose, and that was Robert Gray. I saw the white flash out of the corner of my eye, and he has pounded that wall. I mean, he has destroyed the right side of that truck. 2 incidents we got to go back and look at now. Lap 34 and lap 38. Guys are not afraid to move each other or hit each other, and I like that. A little bit of beating and banging off each other. I know who will be happy to see the stage break. It will be that 47. But Xander's going to dive it on in there, and he's going to make it stick, but he's going to have to deal with the side draft from the 47. If he can keep it close enough, he's almost clear, but not yet. It's going to be fight back out on the outside. Xander's going to have to send it in here. The 47 is also going to have to hope for some arrow help, but I don't think he'll be getting it here. So Xander, he will come and get the lead here. How the 47 is trying to cross him over here. I believe at the end of this lap, that will be the stage. So they have one more time around. I know some leagues will end it on the lap. Some leagues will end it after the lap. This is going to get hectic here. I think Xander's going to try what he did before. He's going to really dive on in there. Somebody. Net goes into the wall, and we have a wreck down the back stretch. That's the 20 and the 429 of Paul Witt. The battle's up here for the stage as caution flies. I believe that will be the end, and it will be given to Sam Boutwell. Paul has pancaked the driver's side of that truck. And who else was in that? Ray has surprisingly gotten away with it. Looks like minimal damage here. I don't think his damage is too bad. I don't believe he got a wreck notification, so I think they actually saved it. One of them did hit the wall. What happened here? Is this a side draft gone wrong? I think it might be a side draft here. Yep, just a side draft. He came up right into, yep. Zerkut was there. Paul tried to side draft him, and he couldn't do anything. So that's where Zerkut got his driver's side damages. Actually, he's going to be fine. Maybe some tires, possibly, but Paul's the one that got the worst of that. saw 2 side drafts go wrong. We'll have to wait. Xander pits. Okay. Richard Hurst pits. Robert Jordan pits. Bell, Zercut, Witt, Riedinger pits. I'm a little bit surprised that they pit. I wouldn't have thought that they would have came down pit road like that. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting, that's for sure. Do want to see. We'll see who comes out. I think it will be. So, he stays out. Who's going to win the race off pit road? It'll be Xander. He's got some front end damage. I can see that truck is raised up at one part, so that's not good. It's not what you want to see if you're the driver of that 12. I'm going to go back and look. Lap 34, I believe I said. Yep, with Robert Gray. This is 1 and 2. It's going to be happening 3 and 4. I don't know if he just bobbles or what happens to him. Oh, he hit the apron, didn't he? Yeah. Is it this next? It has to be his next lap after. Oh, it's lap. No, it's lap 38. Sorry. No, it's not. It's lap 34. It was lap 38, so I had the laps backwards. So here it is. And he just gets the bumper from Paul, and he has to bobble it. He saves it. Luckily, he doesn't absolutely destroy the wall. So he got some help going into that corner, that's for sure. We're going to have one unhappy driver. He's not going to be too happy with that. You might see a little payback here. That'll be good for the broadcast. Some nice drama. As I've been told, people say my mic is clear, but it's too clear because you can literally hear what my voice sounds like in person almost. Again, if y'all aren't in the Ghost Racing Network Discord, it is in the description, I believe, so y'all can join that. We just kind of just where y'all hang out. Really, most people post their money racing stuff. There's a notification for when we go live. If y'all want to tune into that and watch it. But didn't have time to interview anybody because I was looking at the incident back there. His truck will pull in here. Sam Boutwell, Jay Stintz in the front row. These guys did not pit. The top 8 did not come down pit road as green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. Everybody makes it off of those turns. But I'll say Sam got a huge jump. I mean, that was a massive jump. I don't think anybody spun their tires. They're probably being a little bit more cautious, however, because of the tire wear. You can't really smash it on the restarts. As Joey's going to catch him. He's catching him really fast, but that's really the draft here. Really, Joey's trying to cross. He's going to get to the inside there. I had if he was going to do that. Goes from top to bottom. That's what you can normally do. Get the guy kind of blocking up top, go down low. get a mirror driving, and Joey was just going to sail it on in there. He probably went in really deep in that corner to get that spot, and I think he did. I do watch some of your other races, not start to finish, but I'm hooked on iRacing. Yeah, it seems like most people got hooked on iRacing. Really, I'd say almost within the past year. I don't know why. I think it's just, I think it's really COVID had something to do with that. But I've noticed a lot of people have been building rigs just for iRacing. And I'm actually doing that right now. I just need to find a better CPU for the PC that I'm building, and I'm going to get like a full $1,000 rig, like just seat screens and stuff like that. But the PC I pretty much got built here. I'm just trying to find a better CPU for it. Don't want to pay too much out of pocket. Got some of the parts free from my friend, so I decided to go Ryzen. Didn't want to change the motherboard out. Back here, we did see the 14. He didn't come down pit road at the right time, so he had to come back down on lap 29 and actually make a pit stop. Luckily, that was under caution for him. But Sam is not giving this up. He wants to fight him. I like seeing this. It really looks like who's ever on that bottom lane. Oh, not quite clear yet. I'm going to say, it looks like whoever's on that bottom lane gets a good entry, but if you're Joey, now I think it's a little bit too early to do this, but if you really want to make life hard for him, get on his door. Lay it right on his door and don't move. I've done that at Charlotte multiple times, and guys, they'll come up into me, and I just won't move. If you want to race me, like, then we got 3 wide back here as soon as we're talking about how I race. 48, 14, and 24, Matthew, Vincent, and Kenneth. Matthew will get both of those positions. Vincent's falling really fast. The new tires haven't worked their way up really far. Matthew, of course, he is on them. He's up to 6th right now, but Rodney Roberts, he's the biggest mover in the race. He's up 10 positions so far, currently sitting in 7th. I am not talking to you, Google. Phone likes to go off every now and then, don't know why. Jay's having to fight Justin there. Justin did use his fast repair, so he got his magic truck. I wonder if he bought it from Blue Ridge Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. I think that's a name. Yes, that is. No, well, I think they call it Blue Ridge Auto Groups. I don't know why. The 14 on a fall. He had to go to the back. Guy Braco. Robert Gray, he did not use his fast repair. He's a lap down. These guys are in 3 and 4, aren't they? Let's look at the track map. Where is he at? He is entering. Going to enter the front shed. He's going to be lapped here again really, really soon. Just pulling that up to see where he is relative on the track to those guys. I don't really put a lot of stuff on the screen. I guess I need to ask you all, do you like, more simple screens that have, just the scoreboard, or do you want more things on it? Because I can get some more things, probably throttle input, steering wheel input that I can put down there for y'all, but I don't want it to always be up on the screen. That is one thing that drives me absolutely nuts, is I like simplicity. I don't know if y'all like that, though. But these two are not letting each other go. They want to keep hugging each other. Actually, no, I'm looking at the wrong car. That was Matthews actually made his way all the way up here. I was looking at Gray's damage. So Matthew will go to the lead. Keep in mind, stage at lap 90. I think they have 5 sets of tires, I believe. Let me confirm this here. They have, 5 sets of tires. But Matthew's probably going to set sail. I'm surprised these other tires haven't moved up that fast, so they've kind of just stayed there. And there's really not been that much movement from them. I would have thought that they would have went up front a lot faster, but it's really not been that much of a difference. And now, I think that the longer the run gets, you're going to see it more. It's going to be more obvious, but I just don't see it really wearing that much so far. I mean, obviously the new tires are in the lead, but no, Matthew's the only new tire up there. The next closest one to him is Xander. Now, one thing too, when you get back in the pack, you're trying to fight your way through. You got guys that will not be too nice trying to let you by. Or they won't even let you by. That someone is me. I don't give up positions anymore because I figured that out the hard way. They will take advantage of you. You have to fight for everything that you have now. Nice. Very good. Now, I kind of want to show you all the difference of what groups happen. So, I'm trying to show this here to you all. That's the wrong person. Let me go. So these lap times here. So you'll see these next laps. Boutwell, when it's green on Boutwell, he's gained time on Hitchcock's right here. So I want y'all to look. So Boutwell is in the draft with Stinson and Parham. I want you to look at the difference right around here when they cross the line. This is what being out of the draft does to you. See, now he got past there, but I want you to see probably this next lap we'll see here. But all the red is when Hitchcock has gained on now Stinson. But you can see, let's see how much Stinson picks up here now that he's leading this group. Guarantee it'll probably be about a tenth, maybe a tenth and a half. And never mind, that goes out the window. Pit stops are going to happen, so we won't know what the tires do, because everybody who didn't pit, almost all of them come down. Dyer stays out. Robert stays out too. Those are the only two guys on old tires. Vincent, he's on about 30 lap tires now, so he's going to have to come down pit road too, I guess. But that's a interesting pit call here. I believe stage break lap 90. Yes, I'm correct. So 30 and 90. Wait. Did they move the first stage? Or am I out of it? I don't know. They may have moved the first stage. Where that wreck happened. Like lap 28, I believe. Didn't even click through my head. I was talking too much. Yeah, these guys are all off pit road. Hitchcock, Stinson, Boutwell, Parham. See these guys try to get on street. You do not want to merge too early, though. If you do that, shoot. You're going to be mad. You're going to be really heated. Apparently, they need tires. Yeah, it may be I don't think that's fuel-wise, though. Xander and Dyer are down, though. So these guys come down pit road. Dyer's already off. Xander's coming down right now. He has been hit in the front, or he's hit someone in the front, or in the rear end. And he made a mistake there, slides through a pit block, has to back up. And it's not what you want to do, bud. He's going to be a little bit mad at himself. That's going to lose him a lot of time. And I mean a lot of time. Reed injury, he probably won't hit. I think he'll, if his fuel stands, I think he'll run the whole stage out. And I think it will last the whole stage too. Vincent's now down. He was lap 30 after he missed his pit stall the first time he came down pit road. I know how that feels. You're like, oh, I'm going to go down pit road, and then you completely forget where your pit box is, or your spotter is trying to talk to you, and you got guys screaming in your ear that won't shut up. And you're like, I hate you all. That's going to happen every now and then. It is not a fun feeling either. I've dealt with that multiple times. Actually, it's been a while since I've fully missed going into my pit box, but you got teammates that don't shut up. Um, it ain't fun. It is not fun, one bit. Lap times now, okay, I want you to see this. Look at these lap times here. This is old tires up front versus new tires. 31s, the high 31s are old. Those 30s and low 31s are new. Thing is, Matthew has a lap on them. They have to catch him, go around him, and then catch him again for that as Rodney Roberts comes down. I have to see what guy Albie Hewins does. That'll tell me what their fuel is. So I had to guess it's probably, I think they're just going to stretch it to the end. That's just what I do as a driver. But Matthew, or Kenneth, sorry. Why did I say Matthew? Hold on, am I on something, or did his name say Matthew earlier? I'm probably, okay, if I was saying Matthew Riedinger, I meant Kenneth. Sorry, that was my fault. I think I was saying Matthew. That's completely my bad. I think I was. I don't know where I was getting Matthew from. On that Jeff Gordon throwback paint scheme. Gordon was my favorite driver when I first got into NASCAR. I stepped away from it for years after he retired, and came back when Chase won his championship. Watched that season, then I watched the whole season. Larson won his championship, and I was really happy about that. Larson's became my driver, but now this is pit stop, so this is lap 41.69 lap, or lap 69, so that is 27 laps into green, 26, somewhere around that. I think that's probably fuel now. These guys are wearing off. 70% fuel load. One thing too, I don't know if it affects these cars as much. It may. It might. See, I think it. So, does that affect it though? Because I know I'm trying to think about something. Fuel wear off in the next gens is really big. But Kenneth comes down pit road. Fuel wear off in the next gens will actually make that rear end lighter. So I think that their tires are probably fine. I don't know. They're probably run out of fuel. I don't really think if they wore off their tires, it's probably tires. I don't think they're pitting for fuel only, or for fuel reasons. They really didn't go that long on the tank that they have right now currently. It's kind of like, yeah, we went, but what did we do? We didn't really do much after that, though. Root beer, no! Root beer! Zerka, he will get the lead, so I think that he'll probably run it dry. He has a 7-second lead on John Bell. Problem is, Hitchcock pitted, and he's coming. He is gaining really fast on him. I'm not going to let him win this stage. He might catch him. It'll be close. He might get him there. I think he might do it. It'll be very close if he does it, though. I don't know. I think he might be like right on the edge of it. That lap time still. Rays now into the high or low 32s. These guys that pitted now have dropped to the mid 31s, low 31s still pit-wise, but Hitchcock probably wants these guys to shove him behind him. They're more of an arrow shove, not really drafting. Don't do drafting here. Why? It's going to end up bad. And I mean bad. 0 to 100 real quick. As Zercut now comes down pit road. Yep, he had to come down pit road eventually. Get in his pit box. First pit box there. 4 tires, fuel. That will leave John Bell. Last person needs to come down. I think he has some right front damage. Yes, he does. I think he's coming down this lap. Yes, he is. Slowing down on that bottom line. And coming to pit road here. Bringing that black rifle Chevy Silverado to pit road. So he will... Oh, he almost misses his pit box. That's not a good pit entry. Yep, it's going to say it's too close to the wall there. That's 2 mistakes we've saw on pit road so far. So guys are not shying away from making mistakes, that's for sure. Not really big ones, and he's not going to be too hurt either. The reason I say that is because... Actually, he might go a lap down here now because of that. He is going to go a lap down? Yes, he will. So he has to finish in front of the 69 for the stage break. I think he will. He should be fine. Where is Guy at? Oh, he's at... Oh, gosh, he's right there. He's going to have to fight for this lucky dog. See, just that little mess up getting into his pit box cost him a lot of time. And I mean a lot of time. Just mistakes like that keep stacking up, and it can end somebody's race. You think you haven't won, you're like, oh, I made a mistake. How dare me? And that mistake just kind of stacks up over itself. See him trying to hold him off. He's trying to keep Matthew behind him. Matthew has 1 lap better tires, but I think that might be the difference. This track is kind of like a cheese grater. Just wears tires really badly, and I mean really badly. It didn't do that a while back, I believe. It might. It might. I think it may have. I know in the Gen 6s it was horrible with wearing tires. I mean, absolutely horrible with them. Very, very aggressive on wearing them down. And once they wore down, it was just gone. I mean, it was pretty much just throw it away. I mean, it was horrible after that. You couldn't do anything. Couldn't turn. Joey, he does actually get the lead. He maintains the lead. Sorry, I said he got the lead. See Matthew coming back to his lap back. So Matthew laps himself the hard way. That's going to give Matthew a car to draft off of, though. Sorry, that was actually John getting his lap back. That'll give Matthew a car to draft off of, however. Getting these drivers' names confused with their numbers. Haven't really been broadcasting this league in a while. I mean, a while. So it's my bad if I'm saying the wrong person's name when I look at them. No, it's not. There's no intent. I promise you. I'm not intending to do that. In 5 laps, we should have the stage break. So Joey's maybe laying off just a tad. If you're gonna burn them off, do it now. You don't need these tires anymore. You're gonna get them taken off of your car. So, be done with them. Go cook them off. I don't think that will hurt him too much now because he needs to hold Matthew behind him. If he can't do that, he's gonna have a very, very rough time up front. You not want to go back. It'll be hard to get back up front. Just how these cars are. Matthew's coming. He might catch him here. He's gonna make it difficult for Jay. And he showed that he's just not gonna lay over for him. Gonna make him work for his stage win. Here's what I like to see, those guys fight for stage wins. Not just giving it to somebody. When I watched NASCAR, they didn't have that, however. I think it's going to be close. It's going to be close. Which one of these two? Matthew, if he's going to make a run, he's got... you can't lay off another lap, though, is the issue. If you lay off another lap, you really won't be able to... You won't be able to get back up there, but Matthew's going to make a run here. He kind of timed it. He's going to do it last lap, or attempt to. Got to get up on Joey's bumper. He's got to get the draft on Joey. He's got to get one run. He's got to take it when he gets it, too. If he doesn't take it, that's not going to be too easy for him to do anything. I try to wrap that bottom line. Down the back stretch here. Start plowing up the track. Matthew's going to try to get it. Be down to the line. It looks like it will be Joey Hitchcock who should win this stage unless the caution is thrown next lap. Matthew might have one more shot. Yes, it will be thrown after this lap. So Matthew's going to have one more shot at it. I really thought he was going to take a run right there. I mean, he was looking. He kept peeking down there. Make him look. Make him keep looking in that mirror. Matthew's going to try it here. He's going to try to get the inside. Joey will throw the block, though. I think that should be the stage. Now it probably will be thrown when everybody crosses the start-finish line. So wait for guys to cross. Yep, and so Joey Hitchcock, he will win stage 2. We will get him in here after the pit stops because I don't want to drag somebody in that needs to hit, because they would be really mad at me. They were really mad, and I mean furious at me probably. So. I've actually dragged somebody in here the wrong time, and they were getting yelled at by RC, and I had to tell RC that was my fault. Don't be mad at them. Be mad at me for being mad at anybody. That was completely my bad. Dragged them in at the wrong time. Should not have done that. But yeah, I regret that. See who comes in pit road and off pit road first for these guys. Who hits Cox will be the driver in his pit stall. He's going to be the guy to look coming off the pit road. He needs to win the race off pit road, that's for sure. This is his chance here to hold the lead. But he's going to have to think. Pit stop one more time. He is off and away. He spins the tires, but he will win the race off of pit road over Matthew here. So we'll bring Joey in for an interview really quickly. Never mind, we will not be doing that because he's not in the room. So that sucks. Yeah, I think he's one of the only guys not. No. Yeah, some of them aren't in the room. Dang it. I wish I could have brought him in, but I can't do that, so I'll have to wait. Sucks, but how it is sometimes. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Not what I would like to do, but it happens sometimes. Anybody? These guys are coming in. Ooh, this is not a bad call here. So what these guys are doing is they are coming in to top off. I don't think this is a bad idea. They might have some more damage after they're getting fixed, but this might be a good call. I think this is a good idea to do this. Yeah, if you're already in the back, this is a good call for these guys. I don't blame them for coming down pit road and trying something. Great. Made a grave mistake. Hitch ox. Oh, hick ox. I think I added a CH somewhere. So it's hick ox. Okay. I have an excuse I'm standing in. So if it was Austin, that mistake would not be made because I think he actually raced in this league. That's how these guys know him in here. You race super speedway stuff. I can't do that. I hate super speedways with a burning passion in my heart. I hate them so much. I wish they would just disappear. I hate those tracks. Oh my gosh, it's always something. Everybody's so close together. It's just carnage fest. And ugh, I don't like them. I do not like them one bit. This truck should pull in here, and it will be a medium sprint to the finish for these guys. See, pace truck is in. Starter has a flag in his hand As green flag is in the air, we are back underway here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Coming off the turn 3 and 4 there, Joey Hickok will maintain the lead as we got somebody through the grass. That's the 47 of Sam Boutwell. Does some landscaping for him, comes back on track. We're going to see what happened with him. I think he just had it step out on him. Yeah, it just stepped out, looks like. Yep, had too much wheel in it. Did a good job of not, he almost overcorrected, but he did a good job of not panicking too much. We will watch his hands, however, because I know he was probably nervous as could be right here. But he just had too much power down too early. The tires can't handle that grip right now. Here I'm messing with the throttle there. He keeps it under him though, so good job him. He won't care as long as you're hard. Say. So I think they'll say, I don't know. If the fuel lasts, that's the question though, is if the fuel lasts. Now one thing too, I was talking about this low horsepower, high downforce package, you can get away with saving fuel really good here. You tuck in behind a guy, you can gain like a lap, 2 laps. I've stretched fuel like 5 laps beyond what it should have been at Kansas one time in the Gen 6s. And I mean, I was running out coming to the line. We have a caution out here though. That changes everything to 74, and the 45 may have had an incident. They had an incident here. Oh, pinching them down, I think. Oh, gosh. That's just guys going for the same real estate. I don't think the 74 meant to do that. It was, what, just cockpit. I think he was just trying to come up, and he didn't realize he was really there. That didn't end too well for him. Let's see. Yeah, that's just 2 guys going for the same spot. The 45 was probably trying to side draft them hard. Might have been. Let's see. I'm going to have to put that on Rodney, because he was turning left the whole entire time. I don't think it was intentional, though, but he was definitely trying to pinch him down. Now did he come back down pit road? Ooh, did you? Oh, no. I don't know if I think he come down pit road, though. I do think he come down pit road. Albie Hewins comes down. Richard comes down. Jordan obviously comes down. Sam might change tires. 45 has to come down because his car's destroyed.
Huh.
Slept till 2 o'clock in the morning or afternoon today. Also was up till 3 at night, so that was not too much fun. As these guys are under their 4th caution, though, we will take probably the only commercial break that we will take the whole entire night. Here it will be side by side, however.
simulators, and this was like very responsive, especially the hydraulics and stuff, the motion and stuff was really, really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving, it feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really, really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
The lights do go off on the pace truck here, so we'll get the green flag next time by. It will be 35 laps to the finish. If I were these guys, I am saving fuel as much as I can under caution. They're probably still doing it. Yep, they are. So we'll see him push the clutch, and he's actually still on the gas. That might be clutch in though. You turn off the car, you save more. Let's see what they're doing. I'm actually legitimately curious about this right now. No, I guess that just sounds like what that's what they sound like when they're just being clutched in. They very well could be. I could be completely wrong. Pace truck pulls in here though. Question is fuel for these front guys that did not pit. Gonna be on board with Joey Hickok. Green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. Guys fighting for it back here. Question is, I think Sam and these guys that came down pit road are in the best position, though. I think they can make it on fuel. These guys up here, I'm not so confident in. I don't know if they can. I really do not know if they can make it on fuel. And Matthew's going to try to take the lead. He wants it for himself here. I see the lead. F48's looking to the inside. Fritz is. Let him know he wanted to look. Kenneth might take it here from Joey, and he will take the lead here for a split second. They'll probably fight for it back down in 1 and 2. They'll fight over anything. Positions, who cares what it is. Sure, he does hold him off for that, however. He's just not going to really give up the lead necessarily to him. that was close off the exit there. Dyer almost just walled himself. I thought that was going to end up absolutely horrible for him. That's who I was confusing him with, Matthew. That almost ended up real bad, real quick. His new tires, though, Sam is up to 9th. I think what Sam really just has to worry about right now is don't go and cook them off. Not yet. A little bit of time, just a little bit, just a tad. Save a little bit here. You got 30 laps to save. Let these guys up here that are on older tires fight like they are and burn them off, and you just swoop in for it. I think that's what he may be doing right now too, because he's the furthest up on the fresh tires. Some of these only were fuel. Robert was fuel only. Sam, okay, these guys were fuel only actually. But still, that's better than what these guys have up front, because that's more fuel to the end. And riding like they are here especially too, and being tucked in behind each other, this is going to be saving you fuel. It's not going to seem like a lot, but it is a lot. Because he's probably not running full throttle, because he's kind of getting pulled by the guy in front of him. Probably able to get away with it too, and nobody else realizes it. Matthew, he will get the lead. I can see how Joey lost that. Looking back in the pack. But Kenneth, he looks like... Oh, so it's weird. So the leader, once he gets out there, they go back to the top, and they just get passed on the bottom again. So it seems like they just keep swapping positions. Oh, I think somebody used their bumper to move Joey up out the groove. He's got some left side damage on that truck. I think somebody gave him the bumper. That is interesting. Okay. Now we know how he lost the lead, because he did not have that before, I believe. That's interesting. I did not see that, but he definitely got moved. Guys aren't afraid to lean on each other. What happened to Paul was he got into, who was it? I can't remember who he got into. I think it was Ray, I believe. He tried to side draft him, and Ray was up there, and he got too close, and I think it was Ray, pretty sure. But he got too close on side draft. Ray, or whoever it was that he touched, you know, they net code into each other. That guy on the top didn't do anything. He was trying to get too close to him. So he shot down to the bottom. He actually pancaked the left side of that truck because he hit the wall. The person he made contact with actually got away with pretty much no damage. They just had to save the truck a little bit. And they were fine after that, though. But yeah, it looks like this top lane just doesn't work. I don't know why, but it's just not working. I don't... Joey has... That's not a little bit, too. That's a lot. That is a good amount. But fuel, Sam is up to 9th right now. I think he's actually lost a couple positions. You don't want to do that. Started plowing, getting in that corner. Okay, if you're the guy that didn't pit, the people who are probably in the best position, probably Jay and Tristan, because they're kind of pancaked between guys in the middle-ish area. They're just getting the aero draft from all of them. He's literally going to be following Joey the whole time, because I think they're going to be really, really close on fuel. I mean, really close. Rodney Roberts is down pit road. Rodney must have not unchecked his fast repair when he went down pit road and it fixed like 0.1 seconds of damage, because he never fixed the damage that he got on that truck. So something must have happened to him. Only thing I can think of. That's just not normal at all. Oh, we got pit stops, so they can't make it to the end. I was correct. Somebody do some Tokyo Drift. Does some Tokyo Drift down there. Xander, I don't know how he did not hit the 48 of Matthew Fritz. I mean, that was close. It's getting all you can on pit road. I saw people drop immediately, and I was like, what is going on? But pit stops. Did not think they were going to happen, but they do. The main question is how long these guys up front stay out at pit on lap 92 also. I think Kenneth's coming to pit road. Getting all he can. Who else is going to come? Ray comes also. Justin comes down too. So that leaves Treston, the only car on track that hit at lap 92. Everybody else, the 3 cars behind him are actually 6th is 102, 103 is when they pitted. And I think they can make it to the end. I think they can. You're going to be falling off a little bit on pace, so it's going to be saving you some more fuel too. But tires is a big question. Can they get enough of a gap over them to do something? I think they will. I think it's just a question of, will a caution come out? If a caution comes out, we'll throw it all to the side and we do something else. Oh, hold on. This is lap 101. I may be wrong. These lap 103 people might not be able to make it. I think I'm wrong on that. Oh, that 33 had to step out. He finally used his fast repair. There you go. I had a feeling he had one, or he might have used it on mistake. It was one of the 2 options. They can make it on fuel. Okay, he got all he could get on pit road. So they can't make it on fuel. That is interesting. I really thought they would have been able to make it. They went back racing at, what, lap 105? It has to be the tire fall off. That's the only thing that it can be, is a tire fall off that they're trying to get ahead of. Richard Hurst is trying to draft behind Robert. Robert probably doesn't like that. You saw him chase him down there. Oh, my Lord. A caution comes out. This changes everything. It's Justin Parham and the 429, I believe, yep, are involved in a wreck. That's going to trap a lot of guys a lap down, however. What has happened here? Oh, that looks like a net code there between those 2. That is Jay and Paul. I think that's a net code incident. Yeah, that's a net code. He didn't touch him. And then his car or his truck jumped because it thought it hit it. See, right? Yeah, that's a net code incident. Looks like... Oh, he rear ends it. Paul actually gets away with almost no damage. Jay's damage isn't that bad. He hit it pretty flat on the rear end, so he actually might be decently okay. But however, this gives the guys that hadn't pitted a golden opportunity. Fresh tires, full of fuel. You don't have worn tires. This is a gift. Do not ruin it. It's a really good gift that you've been given. And if they mess it up, they're going to be really mad. Really, really mad at themselves. Smacking some things. These guys are under caution here. We will take a commercial break here. Probably the last one. We will be side by side if something happens under caution.
responsive, especially the hydraulics and stuff, the motion and stuff was really, really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving. It feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really, really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
We are back here. Decided to kind of cut that short. I think I had one more ad. I might have been right on time. Ran downstairs to get something to drink. My mother works at the local school, and they told us to take a thing of milk home. I took it, a whole carton. And I legitimately mean the whole carton of milk is what I took. Yeah. Why? I don't know. I love chocolate milk. I wanted it. Very nice. Good. Good job, me. Yeah. Don't really have any other explanation for it besides that. Oh, I wanted it, so I took it. You can't be too mad at me. I don't think you can, at least. Hopefully not. If I could get this thing to open, that'd be really good. There's probably a total of like 50 milk cartons. I'll probably drink about more than half of them. They all go bad in technically 2 days because we'll go ahead and count this at the 28th. They go bad on the 30th. So I'm trying to get through them as fast as I can. I am flying through them. A fat-free milk. I know it's got sugar in it. However, lights are off on the pace truck. I'm looking at stuff that comes from dairy cows. Interesting. I'm a weird broadcaster. I'm a broadcaster. I'm 20 years old and still having voice cracks. Good Lord. And I just had one again. Good job, me. Prepubescent child is what I sound like. Literally is what I sound like. So annoying. Lights are off. Different faces up front. Can they hold on here for 13 laps? Richard Hurst, Vincent Guerrero will lead them back to green. As green flag is back in the air, we are back underway here. All come off of 3 and 4. They don't kill each other just yet. That's for later in the race. Later is almost getting here, though. See, Richard's looking all around, trying to get a spot on Vincent. Vincent's going to run that bottom, but Richard's kind of blocked in now by Sam. These two have no choice but to shove each other. It's kind of like, hey, we're enemies, but right now, I'll be nice to you. So we got to get up there. Really watching these guys go at it up here. I don't know how this is going to go for some of them. Some of them I think it may end up good. Some I think it may end up bad, but I know Vincent doesn't like what he's seeing. He only has to hold on for 9 laps, so is the thing. But 9 laps is going to feel like forever. Literally forever, because he has everybody behind him. What he really wants is Justin to get Matthew up there and Matthew race Sam. Sam's not able to do that, so he can get Matthew pretty much a clean shot. Vincent's going to run that bottom. Matthew's going to take the apron. You see that car kick sideways there? That's what happens. It's really rough. That's what keeps it up under him. Don't know how this is going to go for him. I don't think it's going to end up horribly. Oh, we got a wreck there. Richard Hurst is around on the inside wall as a caution comes out here. He might have came down there at the last second. That's more on Jay, but I will give it there. He did come down just a little bit. I want you to kind of watch. Right, you'll see him barely do it. So he's right there. He moves down just a little bit, just a tad, but Jay's still coming up trying to side draft him. I don't think he really hits hard. Doesn't really get that much damage. He actually doesn't even hit at all. He's lucky there. Just spins it down to the inside. He'll probably come in for tires. He already has a set. Yeah, no, he does have a set left. Yes, he does. He has one set left. Oh. Now it's going to get interesting. Oh. This is going to get really interesting now. I think this may work in his favor. No, he's not going to pit. I would pit if I were him. We got some takers, though. They're going to get the green with, I believe, 4 laps left. This might change a lot. I mean a lot about this. I say that because of hit me. Vincent, he actually probably legitimately did want to see this caution come out. Where's he at? Did he disappear? No, he's up there. Oh, he just blended in so well. I mean, I literally did not see where he was. His truck legitimately blended in with the track. I did not see him. Who was that in the back of it? That's Tyreek Hill. Is that Tyreek? I think that is Tyreek Hill. Yes, that is him, I believe. But lights do go not off here, so one more time around, he'll only have to do 4 more laps. That is if they don't go to a green-white checkered attempt. That is one of the most nerve-wracking things. You're like, yes, I won the race. I know I didn't win the race. And you're like, ah, poopy. It's not a good feeling at all. And ooh. I really love if I can do this. I hate this. With a burning passion in my heart. Trying to get something to work for me and it will not do it. So I'll throw it out the window and deal with it later. So really the only thing the fresh tires at. So the fresh tires are in 9th. That's the first set of super fresh. I don't know why Richard did not come down. See, he really hurt those tires sliding like that. Joey, that is good. I hope you get those out and nothing really happens to you. I've been a medical magnet this year. Literally, I was in the hospital the day after Christmas, the day after New Year's. Started to just decided that I wanted to do something about my mental health, and it's been doctor's bill, doctor's bill, doctor's bill, doctor's bill, doctor's bill after doctor's bill, and it's so annoying. So, yeah, fun. First time I was in the hospital was pretty much, I'll put it like it's food poisoning, basically. The second time I jumped into a fight, broke it up between my dogs, and one of them bit me on accident, and my arm swelled up, and I about passed out. Oh my gosh. Thought he broke it, but he didn't. He just got it in a spot where it just swelled up. It swelled up immediately when he got it, though. You talk about pain. Oh my lord, that was painful. But Pace Truck is going to pull in here. Vincent's nervous. He only has to do this for 3 more laps. Starter has the flag in his hand. Green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. Can Vincent hold on for the win, or will these fresh tires come and catch him? Make it off the 3 and 4 there. Where's the fresh tires? It's currently sitting in 8th. Joey Hickox. Excuse me there. With only 2 laps to capitalize on him. I don't think he'll be able to make up enough ground to really do anything. They're side by side for a lead here. Matthew has gotten it from Vincent. Vincent, do you make the move going into 3 and 4 right now, or do you stay behind him? Because they're going to have to deal with the 19 of Justin Parham on the outside. Getting a shove from Kenneth Riedinger. Gonna be white flag one more time around here for the We Remember 210 at Las Vegas. Can Matthew hold on, or can Justin steal it? Can Matthew, or can Vincent steal it? Can anybody else steal it from him? He's gonna stay on that bottom lane. He's gonna hope to get a draft. These guys are gonna be pushing hard. Vincent, he's deciding to stay behind him and push him surprisingly, but Justin's getting a run here. Side by side, it's what they're going to be coming down to the line. Can Justin mount a run off the exit of 3 and 4? It looks like he will not be able to. It will be Matthew Dyer who will take home the win here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. They are wrecking coming to the line. Somebody got spun, and I think it may have been Ray. That was an interesting finish. I'm surprised Vincent stayed on the bottom and shoved. I would have kind of been... that's weird. That actually is kind of weird that he decided to do that. Because, I don't know, he just decided not to hop out. That's okay. Gonna do his burnout there in the grass. Watch him burn it down. It's always fun to see how drivers celebrate. There's some guys that will do a whole burnout pretty much on the front stretch. We will drag the top 3 in here as he just got done with his celebration. qualifying. Pull up the race results here for you all. We'll get Vincent in here first. Hey Vincent, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, so you come home third. What, you're not able to hold off those guys there towards the end, but what do you think you needed there towards the end of the race, or was it pretty much just try to survive there because everybody was all over you?
Yeah, I think I had a good jump. I think too good of a jump, and then just they were all coming with the head of steam. I kind of used up my tires. I drove aggressively at the end there. That before that caution came out, and so it kind of wore out my tires. I'm still happy where I finished third place. At a mile and a half track. And I just wish that I could have won, but hey, I'll take a podium.
So when you saw that caution come out, were you relieved, or were you kind of like, you got to be kidding me at this point when it came out there?
Yeah, I was kind of happy that the caution came out because I was able to get my 4 freshies. And then there was a late caution, right? Are you talking about the late one?
Yeah, the late one.
Or
late one.
yeah, I was kind of like, oh shit, I had already wore out my stuff. I was driving aggressively already. Like 14 to go, I think it was. So I just hammered down. I knew I didn't have a card to win. Like speed-wise, because I wasn't fast. But I knew I could probably hold them off a little bit there.
Yeah, so towards the end, were you content with staying in that bottom lane, because you had a shot to take at Matthew if you wanted to kind of pull out there and leave him out to dry almost?
Yeah, I was gonna block. I forget who it was. Matt. I think Matt was coming with the head of steam, and I was gonna block them down on the bottom, but I go, he's already there. I'm not gonna block him. But we just, I think what was it, like 3 wide or something right there at one time. I forgot. But man, that was white knuckling, turning the wheel and praying I didn't wreck the field.
Yeah, there's kind of some times you're like, is this the right move? And you're like,
yeah. So I could,
not.
yes, right. So I kind of like tucked in behind Matt. I go, maybe I could stay behind him. Hopefully my truck doesn't push up the track. Or it looked like Matt probably almost looked like he was gonna push up the track there, and I thought I was gonna come down on the bottom in between them, make a 3 wide. But I thought second of it.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank Team Max Speed TV, Paul, Robert, Xander, everybody that was here in Discord here, and also you guys for broadcasting, and NOMA Leagues putting on this league.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Wait,
Thanks,
you had more there, because I might have cut you off.
No, you're good. You're good. I just want to happy Memorial Day too, or weekend or whatever. But yeah, thanks, man.
All right. That was Vincent. I'd cut him off, and some guys like to say stuff after that, so that's why I kind of did that. I didn't know if he wanted to or not, but that was my bad there. So we'll bring in the second place driver, in Justin Parham. Justin, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yeah, I do.
Man, so you come home second there. You fall a little bit short. What do you think you needed there towards the end of the race?
I was just stuck out there on the high side there at the end, and we didn't have a whole lot of laps on those tires, and the bottom was still the fastest. If it would have been a longer run and had more laps on the tires, the high side right there where I was at would have been the way to go. But just on that shorter run on the tires, being on the outside, it was just a little slower around the corners.
Yeah, it seems like the Highland was kind of odd. It would work sometimes and it wouldn't. I was like, I don't really understand this, but how heavy?
Yeah, for the real long runs, that little bit of a higher line there was good because it doesn't use as much of your tires. Your tires would last longer if you ran a lane up off the bottom, because the bottom, especially through 1 and 2, is so bumpy.
Yeah, well, how much of a factor was the draft here? That's what I was wondering, because it seemed like you guys were kind of pretty much just stuck behind each other. Nobody could really move the whole entire night.
Yeah, you couldn't. The draft, you couldn't pull away from nobody.
I was gonna say
that's worse. One of the worst tracks for the trucks there as far as draft goes. I mean, it's a good track, enjoy racing there, but it's just with the draft, you just can't get away from nobody. It all just stays piled up, and then you have some people driving over their heads in there in that situation, acting like it's a restrictor plate and making bad choices.
It seems like some guys, they kind of throw their head out the window. They're like, let's just plow through somebody. You're like, well, this.
Yeah, that's because I'm probably going to miss the final 4 because I got wrecked on lap 28 and didn't get no stage 1 points.
That sucks for you. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
I just a teammate for the practice we put in, and the league for everything they've done. It's been a great season so far, and of course y'all broadcasters for being with us each and every week and putting it out there for us.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Good second place finish tonight, man.
Thank you.
Justin Parham, the second place driver. We'll bring in the race winner and Matthew Dyer. Hey, Matthew, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, so you come home with the win there. You kind of just almost emerged from kind of nowhere because I didn't really expect that many people to be up there. But, how hectic was it after that last caution came out? Because it seems like everybody was just all over each other.
Yeah, I think a big part of it was just everyone knew we were towards the end of the race, and we all knew that we could keep it full throttle till the end of the race too. So, yeah, it's spag racing. But I was really hoping that last caution, wouldn't have come out. But I still got the win. But it would have been interesting if it would have stayed green and I had the last caution because Sam and I were right with each other. We had a pretty good lead there coming towards the end.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting. I was like, oh, what is going to happen here? But, once you got out front, how hard was it to pull away? Because it seems like nobody could really pull away from each other the whole entire night because the draft was such a heavy factor here.
Yeah, it was pretty hard. The only really way you could pull away is if you were to work with someone to draft. But by the time the tires wore off, it was just so hard to do anything. Like you saw there before, that second stage where Joey and I were away from everyone. I kept trying the bottom, but you just cannot pass at all here, like on the late run, especially when it's dark out and there's grip everywhere. It's just tough.
Definitely, it's not. It's really hard to pass. It's really in the trucks though. It's hard to pass overall because it's so much downforce on them. But, were you a playoff driver? Because I wasn't completely sure. Because I'm covering for Austin here.
Yeah, I'm in the playoffs. It's going to be pretty close to see if I make it or not because I know Joey and Fritz, got a lot of stage points. So I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to make it through or not, but it's going to be pretty close.
Right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, just a shout out to Nightfall Graphics, Thin Line Racing, Joey and Jason for putting on this league, and thank you to you for broadcasting too, and shout out to Kenneth and Justin for allowing me to be on their team too.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go. Good win here tonight, though.
All right, thank you.
That was Matthew Dyer, the race winner. I will go over the finishing order here now. Matthew Dyer comes home with the win. Justin Parham falls a little bit short in second. Third, Vincent Guerrero. Fourth, Kenneth Riedinger. Fifth, Sam Boutwell. Sixth, Joey Hitchcox. 7th, Richard Hurst. 8th, Matthew Fritz. 9th, Xander Short. 10th, Robert Gray. 11th, Paul Witt. 12th, Robert Jordan. 13th, John Bell. 14th, Al Pewins. 15th, Treston Fortson. 16th, Guy Braco. 17th, Rodney Roberts. 18th, Jay Stinson. 19th was Ray Zercut. And that was everybody tonight. That was not a bad race. Trucks are really, really close together just because of the downforce that they have on each other. I mean, it's ridiculous. You cannot get away from each other. No matter how hard you try, you don't get away. It's just difficult. I mean, that's really the only thing I can say. It's just very difficult to do that. But that's all I have for y'all tonight. If y'all aren't subscribed, might as well throw in a subscription. I will not be streaming tomorrow, but I'm going to be watching the Coca-Cola 600 after work. But I will roll this animation, and I will let you all go.